Hello friends and viewers, and welcome to my Inanna character guide. My name is James, I'm a global player and I started Sword of Convallaria in early September 2024. I'm a strategy and turn-based RPG fan, with the Fire Emblem series, Tactics Ogre, and Unicorn Overlord being some recent titles I enjoy. As such, I lack the technical knowledge and exposure to the Taiwan and China scene. I'm also a PvE-focused player, so I have no knowledge of PvP. As a result, I'm subject to feedback and open to being wrong. If you come across conflicting information to other guides and creators in this video, then that suggests that there are multiple ways to play a character. Play your way. As a fun fact about myself, I'm also an avid Thai tea boba enjoyer. Inanna's trait is Pearl of Iria. At the start of battle, Inanna summons one Guard of the Princess. Guard of the Princess comes with Crippling Blow and Global Guard, offering some single target physical damage and assisting cover. Her trait triggers passive healing on 2 targets and a random level 2 buff. Her initial skill is Healing Spell. This is a single target healing and dispel ability, scaling with Inanna's magic attack. At 1 energy cost at minimum, Inanna can heal 1 target every turn. At rank 1, I recommend Princess's Prayer. Princess's Prayer is one of Inanna's defining skills, allowing a character to act again and granting them an attack and magic defense buff. Units who act again benefit from out-of-turn buffs as it still qualifies as Inanna's turn. There are currently no other characters who can externally provide act again. Defense Boost is a physical defense level 2 group buff. Other units possess the same or similar ability. If you have a need to increase your group's physical defense, consider another character such as Darklight Ice Priest or Papal Ice Priest. At rank 3, I recommend Princess's Comfort. Princess's Comfort is an AoE heal and dispel, with Inanna at the center of the radius. As such, this means her position is important when you need to heal multiple allies. Guard ports her guard next to her and gives him an attack and defense buff. If they are dead, Inanna can use the skill to summon a new guard. You may not want to be quick to consider Castalia on this until Inanna is at least star level 5, when her guard is stronger and she can summon her guard an additional time. At rank 5, your options are Battlefield Trial or Protection of Light. Battlefield Trial provides a constant 8% damage taken decrease while increasing Inanna's magic attack anytime a unit, friendly or enemy, dies within 5 tiles around her. Increasing her magic attack increases her healing, but this is most effective on maps with multiple targets. Protection of Light only mitigates active, single target damage once per round. Whereas Battlefield Trial is more effective with more targets, Protection of Light may be more effective on maps with fewer targets, such as boss fights. My pick here is Battlefield Trial. At rank 7, I recommend Soulmate. Soulmate provides attack and defense buffs to allies somewhat stacked close to each other, with an additional target benefit for Aryan allies. Light of Sanction is the only AoE damaging ability Inanna has access to, but would probably only see use in content you already overpower. If you need to dispel, I recommend utilizing other characters. For her basic attack upgrade, I recommend Merciful Strike. Merciful Strike is helpful to increase Inanna's healing whenever she needs to weave basic attacks, and this can also be used on structures. Armor Piercing Strike offers some debuff utility, but becomes redundant if you have plenty of defense debuffs from other sources. At rank 11, I recommend Flight of the Princess. Flight of the Princess is a global, massive dispel, grants Inanna the ability to avoid most attacks, increases her healing by 50%, and expands the range of her trait Pearl of Iria. This is an ability that can quickly turn a dire situation around. Angel and Enforcer are 2 other characters that can learn the Magic Defense command skill. If you have a need to increase your team's magic defense, consider one of those characters instead. This is my general build recommendation. I recommend always having Princess's Prayer and Princess's Comfort. If you need more single target healing than AoE healing, then substitute Princess's Comfort for Healing Spell. For your 3rd skill slot, consider Soulmate to provide additional attack and defense buffs. On more spread maps where you cannot fully utilize Soulmate, consider Flight of the Princess. For more of a guard support build, you can consider Princess's Prayer, Guard, and Soulmate. This build takes away healing, but focuses on Inanna's guard to be a more active part of the team. Princess's Prayer can be used to heal her guard, and her guard contributes to target count and is an Aryan ally for Soulmate. For weapons, I recommend Reorganized Cube to add additional dispel utility to her skills and increase her healing. Starry Sky Heritage is a good option for general use if you don't have a reorganized cube. Not pictured here, a potential option is Focus Wand. Focus Wand can be used to extend the range of her single target skills, including her support ones, but other characters may prefer using that weapon instead. For trinkets, some options include Fancy Hat to protect her skill usage, Cooling Powder to protect healing on herself, Disaster Bottle to provide additional debuff support to your team, or Spring Pill for some self-sustain beyond Inanna's own healing. You will primarily use Inanna as a support unit, so any other trinkets that offer mitigation to be used as a stat stick will perform sufficiently. For tarots, you can consider Guidance of the World, primarily used for the hidden effects cooldown reduction to increase the usage of her support skills, Elegance of the Empress to support allies as an additional dispel via debuff conversion, or Mercy of the High Priestess to increase her healing. For engravings, you can consider Cup and Wand to increase the usage of any of her support skills, or Double Cup to increase her healing power. I personally prefer using Cup and Wand. To provide some composition and usage tips, with Inanna's ability to externally grant Act Again, Heal, and provide attack and defense buffs, she can easily be integrated into any team composition. Be proactive with team positioning and Princess's Prayer. Inanna has the lowest speed in the game, meaning she will move last every round. Identify your Princess's Prayer target, whether to push more damage or healing for a particular round, and ensure they are within Inanna's casting distance. While Inanna's guard may not be as durable as your typical defender, you should still consider him an additional party member. He can still be used to complete map objectives, cover allies, bait enemy AI, or even body block enemies. Lastly, Inanna is part of the Iria, Discipline, and Sword of Convallaria categories. Consider building a team with her around one or even two of these leaders' auras. Dentalion provides a leader's aura for Irian allies, where allies' attacks deal 20% more damage to enemies affected by 3 or more debuffs. Inanna has few ways to contribute to Dentalion's leader's aura. Still, provided the debuff count is met, her guard can do more damage as well. Xavier and K.A. Fire Conjurer also have the Battle Flag of Iria. I recommend Dentalion's aura instead if possible, and only consider if it's your only option. Akambe and Leonide provide discipline auras. Akambe's aura reduces Flight of the Princess by 1 turn and increases the damage of her guard. Leonide's aura reduces Flight of the Princess by 1 turn only. In Sword of Convallaria, we have Rauya and Mytha. Rauya's leader's aura provides additional damage dealt and damage reduction. For Mytha, she has the same problems as Xavier and K.A. Fire Conjurer. I recommend using Dentalion's, Rauya's Aura Discipline aura instead. This is a quick look at how I have my Inanna built right now. I have her at Bond level 5, and I also have the Drift into Dream skin. Right now she is at Star level 3, probably about five or so days away from Star level 4. I use a 5-star reorganized cube, a 5-star fancy hat, and I always right now have her with a Guidance of the World tarot. For skills, I pretty much always use Princess's Prayer, Princess's Comfort, and Soulmate. I predominantly often run an Iron team with Dentalion, so I find more value with Soulmate that way. Most of the time I do use Princess's Comfort, but as I previously mentioned, if you ever need more single target instead of AoE healing, then look at using Healing Spell instead. That concludes my character guide. As mentioned in my disclaimer, I welcome feedback and I'm open to being wrong. I'm still learning and improving at this video game just like you. Additionally, if you find conflicting information to other guides or content creators, then that means there are multiple ways to build a character and still be successful. I highly recommend that you play your way. Here is my contact information, my YouTube, Discord, and email. And as always, please feel free to comment below with any feedback you have about this guide. Last but not least, I want to credit and share these resources that contributed to helping me build this guide. Thanks for watching.